I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Have y'all heard about Tim Scott, that boy from down there in South Carolina? South Carolina's a problem. Sister Kane, I need to come down there and talk to you. Sister Kane, you need to get them people down in South Carolina straight. That boy Jim Clyburn and that Kamala Harris, I don't know what's going on between the two of them. And I don't want to be spreading innuendos. That's not my style. But I know she's the reason why. Jim Clyburn is the reason why Joe Biden, my time, picked her as VP. Now the Democrats in a world of trouble. But that boy Tim Scott, he looks like a fellow in our school named James Fairley. James Fairley and Tim Scott. And James Fairley was a brilliant young man. I weep to this very day. I let that boy Charles Hargrove, I let that boy talk me into fighting James Fairley. We double teamed him in the bathroom one day. Lord have mercy. I've been talking to Jesus about that. Broke my heart. I fought that boy. I was down in North Carolina the other day, and one of my former classmates, in fact, my first girlfriend, told me he's dead. James Fairley. I didn't get a chance to repent. Anyway, that boy Tim Scott looks just like my James Fairley. I understand he said he's withdrawing from the race. He wasn't getting very much traction. But I think he did himself well because he did rise, I think, in Iowa. He was like 12% at one point in time. And he was able to stay out on the chicken, circuit, out there preaching and teaching. He's a preacher-style guy, Tim Scott. But he said that it's all over with now. But the thing about Tim Scott, he ain't married. That's the other thing. And he's a senator. He's 50 years old. Ain't never been married. What's up? I don't start innuendos again, but I'm a reporter. I'm a journalist. I have a right to ask questions. How you gonna be this wealthy, powerful black man all these years and you ain't got no wife and no children, man? What's up with that? And the other day she showed up with a white girl. Blonde hair, I said the longest blonde hair I've seen in my life. That woman he was the other day said it was his girlfriend. Yeah, I wonder if she's from South Carolina. And I'm not a racist, I'm not, into miscegenation and that kind of thing. I against them. Whatever, whichever way. I'm not against intermarriage. You want to marry who you want. But he said this was his girlfriend, right? I think he brought her out because everybody was asking questions. Well, why don't you have a wife? Why don't you have children? Or why don't you have a girlfriend? That's what I ask about Obama. Obama never had no girlfriend either. Obama, listen, let me tell you something. I don't trust any man. I'm saying this as a joke now, but you get the point. I don't trust any man who runs for office of president and some woman don't come up and say he did me wrong. You a man and you've been living for 50 years and there ain't at least one woman out there that you used to date that's angry with you. No woman ever said anything about Obama. Now, there were a bunch of homosexuals came out, like Larry Sinclair came up and said Obama did this, that. Obama and Larry Sinclair, they had a steamy love affair. Obama and Larry Sinclair had a steamy love affair in the back of a limo and then at the Holiday Inn. Obama did. But no woman, even to this very day, no woman has ever accused Obama of anything. So Obama and Tim Scott got a lot in common. Yeah, that's true.